Hey y'all, welcome back to Date Car Pod. I'm Jenna, and we are still gay. We're here, we're queer, and we want to have some fun. Because sometimes being gay can feel like a chore, you know? I feel like I have to do all these things. I have to be representative of my community. I have to, uh, you know, march all the time, but I want to also have fun and I want to get messy. And to do that this episode, I'm so excited to welcome back to the podcast fellow gay bachelor commentary extraordinaire, Justin Adams from Justin Takes the Batch.
Hi, I'm gay. What? Thank you so much for having me. I am so happy to be I I I don't know, just be chaotic with you.
Because you and I are so chaotic in our DMs and our texts. Like, we don't check in with each other every week, but when we do, it's like, I can't tell you how much I smile and how, like, giddy I get, because we're just like these little chaos monsters. And you put off, like, a more softer, nicer edge than I think I do sometimes, but
Yeah, I am very like nice and fun. I like on my page, but
Mhm,
yeah, behind closed doors, I'm definitely more shady.
mhm.
I mean, I love everyone, but I'm just like not being shady in person because or like on the main page because there's already so much of that. So,
Yeah,
but
true.
yeah, so we have our shady little game moments and it's always so fun.
It is always so fun. Well, how are you? I mean, you excited about this next season? Kind of what's happening in Batch Nation? It's been a lot. Everything is just like it doesn't stop.
I know. I mean, I've honestly, it's that a constant struggle of like, I'm so excited to have time off, but also like, I miss it so much. Like,
Mhm.
I really do love watching the show. And like, I am so excited for Jen. I really feel my hope is that people give her a chance. I feel like everyone's so like still kind of upset about like Maria turning it down, but like from what I've been told from multiple people, like Maria and Jen are very similar personality
Yeah,
types.
yeah,
They're both silly, they're both super sarcastic. Like
yeah,
I really feel like they're gonna give us the same like enjoyability, entertainment value, like
yeah.
sexy good time. So I'm really excited for Jen. That's what I'll say.
I really like that you said that because I was a Jen stan from day one, and I also liked Maria and enjoyed what she brought to the show. Like I have some criticisms, but I loved overall what she brought. But you're right, there was Jen is funny, and she has proven to
Mhm.
be. And I think so. Oh, this is so how Bachelor Nation is. Had Maria been up there and said "shot o'clock," everyone would have been like, "Yes, girl, slay." And instead, Jen got a bunch of weird, like, I think that's like a little immature. I'm like, okay, just tell me you're racist, without like saying that, like, because you're like trying
Yeah.
to put her in this like model minority like box, and it's like, don't we want a fun bachelorette? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, and I feel like people always think that it's like one or the other. It's like you can be fun and looking for love at once. Like it does not have to be a serious thing. Like the show is a joke. Like I love it so much, but this show is so silly and we have seen the most ridiculous dates ever. Like none of it is realistic. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
what? So I think that like having fun is the only way to go through with it and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I hope it works out for Jin because I agree. I was a Jin stan day one and I just think that she is just she's such a delight.
Yeah, she has that Genergy,
Yeah.
Genergy.
So oh my gosh, the Jinergy. And I like keep thinking of I keep like oh gosh, what is it's like Jan from Drag Race.
Oh yeah.
She has so many like I don't know, like Jan puns. And so I love that we're doing that with Jin too. I don't know why I keep associating their names together. They're different, but
Yeah, I mean, J names just
love
like
it.
Gary or Jerry. I mean, who's to say? I don't.
Who's to say? Oh my gosh, wait, they were totally diverting, but like, did you
Yeah.
see that photo of that was Teresa, and oh my gosh, I literally just posted it and
Oh
I'm having a
no.
brain fart. Teresa and who was
Who?
oh, Leslie, duh. I was gonna say Faith, but it's Leslie. They're
Oh.
together right now. Like they're spending
Mm.
the weekend together, and I'm like, oh my god, this
Mm.
franchise.
I
So
love when they do. I always like. I think wasn't it like when Hannah, Ann, and Maddie did like that weekend of like hanging out, and it was always like I love these runner-ups when they eventually come together and do a bunch of like SpawnCon or whatever, and it's like suck it, bros.
yes,
It's,
yes, very, very that. Good
okay,
times.
good times here in Batch Nation. So Justin and I are having fun today. We came up with a little fun game that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a gay version of the high school superlatives. I said it. Thank you. I did it correctly. Like most likely to be the president one day, most likely to become a CEO, that kind of vibe, but we're doing gay and Batch Nation. And I want to very much make it clear that we are having silly, goofy, gay fun. None of this is real. None of this is actually like what we like think is actually reality or going to happen. Just wish fulfillment and having fun.
Yeah, major, major wish fulfillment for me.
Yeah.
Being such a simp for all these men, I was like, oh my God, I was like, I would die if this man came out. Like, I would fall on the floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, major wish fulfillment, major just like this isn't serious. But if it was serious, that would be cool.
Not mad at any of this happens. And like, I have a background of Gabby and Rachel right now, and it's like we were all like, "Oh my god, these ladies are so gay." And Gabby specifically, all the like gay vaccination people clocked her ass, and then she came out, and it's just like it. Stranger things have happened.
I know. I'm like, I wonder what Gabby is doing for Pride. So, well, maybe she's filming Traitors. Who
Oh,
knows?
actually, real she is. I'm pretty sure. So,
Yeah.
hopefully, she doesn't get killed right away.
Ah!
I think she's gonna play dumb like she does, and people are not gonna see it coming.
Yeah.
You know.
She's gonna be, I love her on TV.
Mm,
I just feel like she just needs to be on every one of these shows that
yeah.
they
Yeah.
make these like yeah, she's gonna be so good.
So 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 good. Okay. So yeah, starting off strong. Uh, we're gonna be who is most likely to come out one day, and, and Justin's gonna pick somebody from like the male side of Bachelor. I'm gonna pick somebody from the lady side. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. Okay, so I for all of my answers I wrote down two names because I just like could not I had like multiple I just was like who this would be. Okay, so my first most likely to come out, I these are so unhinged. I picked Thomas.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
there
only
with you.
and I have reasons. One, Thomas is like very open-minded. He is like very confident, and this is like Becca Kufrin's Thomas, to be clear. He is very open-minded. He is like very confident in himself. He will constantly like we'll message back and forth, and it will constantly be like he'll call himself daddy, and I'm like blah, 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 blah. And so that was my first answer. My second answer was Zach from Claire season. Like, yes, because
Oh.
I just feel like he is so I'm sweating. I just feel like he is so like built and muscly and hot that I'm like
Yeah.
I just feel like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm making some fanfic in my head for sure. He's at the gym. He's
yes,
spotting somebody. Like,
right. And I also very much believe that like sexuality is just so fluid and like way more than we've created as a society. And so
Mhm.
I'm like he can be straight, 28 days of the month and then the last 3 he can be a little gay.
Oh my God, it's like the gay period every month.
Yeah, exactly. You just, how sometimes you just like, you'll make the same lunch every day, and then like some days you just want something different, and that's
Yeah,
what it is.
absolutely. And then you get a little sick to the stomach after you do it, and you're like, I don't know, I probably should have just stuck to what I was normally doing.
Right. That Catholic guilt. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, amen, bro. Oh my God, so funny. I love it so much. Okay, for me, Maddie Pruitt, most likely to come out.
I was not expecting you to say that name at all today.
The evangelical purity culture pipeline to late in life lesbian is so strong. I've seen a million. I'm on that side of TikTok. I see the stories. I see the women coming out after they've been indoctrinated into this other cult, and um I think that the signs are there. I think she doesn't like her husband. I think she doesn't like the situation she's in, but she hasn't realized it because again, she's just like in this like cycle. I was just like talking to somebody the other day about how I she wants to be a girl boss. She wants to be this powerful bad bitch, but she is being suppressed by this system, and it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't mix well with like her husband and the things and the stuff, and it's like so as much as I like dislike her for a lot of other like hypocritical reasons, I'm pulling for her that she can get through this to the other side.
And if you're just listening, you have two fingers up. So, just if you're not seeing this, I just wanted to give you that visual cue.
Justin, and I
So,
didn't even know I was doing that. It just came naturally to me, like Taylor Swift does on the Eras tour, and she's like, "You need to calm down."
Jenna is like ready to go.
I'm so ready to go. My more like kind of real hopeful
Hmm.
is Rachel Lindsay. I would love it if during this single period in her life, a beautiful masked woman goes up to her and just like whispers in her ear that you're beautiful and you should be treated right, and then she goes down that path.
I can absolutely see her having some type of like Becca Tilly
Mm-hmm.
kind of like
Mm-hmm.
timeline where it's like you just meet the person and you're like, oh shit, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care what this person has going on. Like I'm attracted to like whether it be their aura or
Mm-hmm.
just their vibe. I don't know like
Yeah,
what
like
the reasons would
Chriselle
be.
and G
Yeah.
Flip. Yeah, exactly. Chriselle's like, I don't really care what you have or what you're doing. Just like
Yeah.
you're amazing person. So I'm like, amen.
Yep, exactly that. So, I love that. Those were good answers. Oh my
Killing it.
goodness.
We're
Yeah,
killing
we're
it.
killing it. We're like simping, but we're also giving you reasons. Um, okay, next one. Oh God, this one's like really.
we this is how we knew we were gonna do this episode. We were like back and forth, like what would the things be, and then we were like both of us at the same time texted. We're like, who's most likely to be a top? And then we're like, well, you and I are the same person.
Yeah, this one is obviously a lot more sexual, which makes my heart pound even faster.
Yeah.
So I put these are so unhinged. No one's gonna expect this. So I put Jacob from okay, so wait, let me explain how I decided this. So obviously, well, not obviously, like I am assuming that like if this more straight-esque person is coming into the picture, they're probably going to be
Be
topping.
topping. Right.
Right.
Yes.
So
Right.
that's my logic. So which isn't like the most sexually compatible for me, like I will say,
Yeah.
but like in this moment, I
It's
was like,
fun.
okay,
Sometimes it's fun.
yeah, but like for this like particular thing, I was like, okay, who when when I personally this is so TMI, we can cut this if we need to, but like when I bottom, I want my top to be like very dominant,
Mhm.
very like aggressive. Like I kind of want him to make me like want it, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like that's the
Absolutely.
tea. And
Hmm.
so that was like that was my thought process here. So I was like, okay, who is going to be just like really really sexually dominant? And for whatever reason, my brain went to Jacob, like Jacob
Yeah.
with like
The long
longer
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Like he's been doing a lot of CrossFit recently. And so I
Mhm.
was like, okay, like I can see that being the vibe. My other thought, and these are very, I feel like kind of smaller players in Bachelor Nation, is Brian from Michelle's season. He was a night one elimination. He was a
Mhm.
giant.
Yo,
He was
Brian,
like,
yes, I love him. Our
yeah,
soft boy. Oh,
yes, he was like, I don't know, he's like 6'8" or something
yeah, he's like a
stupid.
linebacker or something.
Yeah, literally. And I've met him in person. He's a delight. And his photos do not do him justice, but I was just like, oh my God, like you're almost 7 foot tall, like literally, and that's that. So
Yeah, no, actually, I think, hands down, probably one of the most handsome people we've ever had, and it's so sad that he went home 91. It's like,
I know.
what the fuck? Can we get him on Paradise? Oh, R.I.P. So for me, I didn't realize it ended up being kind of like a little pair, but it worked for me. Is Tasha. Tasha, yeah, I see it. I know she seems a little soft and demure, but I know that Virgo bitch is like coming into the room and she's like, this is that. You're gonna get down on the bed. And I already have the playlist queued up. We're going to town and I'm here for it. And I will be saying thank you the whole time.
I
Um,
could definitely see Tasha in that like more like dominant,
mhm,
like mistress
mhm.
type of like vibe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am there to please her. And I have to make sure I'm ready to go. We have to be quick, and she has shit to do, and she's not fucking around. Okay.
Yeah, literally, the paparazzi is going to be around the corner in 20 minutes. We got to get this shit done.
And I'm like, okay. And then also the other day, I was realizing how much Claire also fits this bill, and Claire is such a bossy top, and she'll just like lift you up to tear you down in the best way possible. She's not fucking around. She knows what she wants. She came in that
Yeah.
season and said, I'm good. I picked my man. We're going out. And I also have the headcanon of like maybe Dale was like also here for that top behavior. Like I see it in that pairing. It was so perfect and it was so
Yeah.
hot. It was so hot. And I was like, can I be Dale?
I can definitely okay, so yes, oh that's so good. Because that's why her and Juan Pablo would have never worked out because
Exactly.
he wanted a more submissive like wife, let's be real.
Mhm.
And then Claire was obviously not that. And yes, I can totally see Dale in that role too. But on the flip side, I can also see him getting tired of being in that role and being like, wow, this was fun, but now like I want something else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so here we are. But yes, I love that. I love those options. I
Yeah.
I completely agree.
And then I
So
was like, oh
good.
wow, they were in the same season. And that season was such a mess, but they both came in and fixed the franchise. Like they did it.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
tops.
Everyone like congratulates Tasha on that season, but like it was a dual effort.
Yeah.
Like they both did their parts.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what really happened with Claire,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
they both like did the work.
Yeah.
So
So true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love that for them.
Love it. Most likely to be on Celebrity Drag Race. I am a bad gay and I don't do Drag Race much.
Eek. It's okay. This
But
All-Star
so
season is so bad. If you're watching, please message me on Instagram and tell me how bad it is because it's so bad.
good to know.
Yeah.
Well, because they
It's
need a celebrity Bachelor Nation person to make it better, right? Okay,
right.
that's exactly what the show is missing, just like
Yeah.
traitors. So who do you pick?
Okay, so I picked you're everyone's gonna hate this, but I obviously picked two people. I picked like the least like like queer representing people there is. So the
Yeah.
first one's Colton.
Boom!
Because like Colton loves being on TV. So like Colton is like not immersed in the queer like
Yes.
community other than like
Being gay.
yeah, other than just like whatever he's doing sexually. And so like Colton would absolutely say yes. He would be so confused, but he would say yes. And then I my other answer was grocery store Joe because I also feel like he would do it just for like the kind of like himbo realness that he's giving. I don't know. Are you watching The Goat on Amazon?
No, no, but
Okay, so I am one of the few people watching it, and there's like five of us,
yeah.
and Joe is on it, and he had to do a challenge where he walked in heels the other day, and he did horrible, but I feel like that entertainment value would be really fun on a celebrity drag race because they can't all be good.
Yeah, so true.
So I picked Joe.
No, those are actually, I'm so happy. I'm like, I hate it, but I'm like really happy, and I would watch those episodes. And the Colton one actually seems a little too real. Like, I kind of want to. I know we said this is wish fulfillment, but like, I'm afraid we might have manifested, and it's gonna happen next year, and I am like
Yes.
terrified.
He
But
he loves he loves being on TV, and
yeah,
like he's gonna keep doing shows, and so I feel like Drag Race is not like a far stretch.
no, it really isn't. It's terrifying. But I'm like here for it. Oh my god. Oh, love this. Well, yeah, so mine was like because I don't really know a ton about it and I just thought but like and I think the most like likely thing would be Maria. Like I think she knows how to
Hmm.
do a look. She's great on TV. She's cunty and I think that you need those things and I think like remember when she like went and changed outfits in the middle of a date and like and she's like, no, this is
Yes.
actually more comfortable, and it was like clearly the least comfortable thing she could have ever been wearing.
Yeah.
And I just like I liked that energy, so I think she would do great on that.
I absolutely remember that moment because if I were a woman, I would be that. Like I would always be the most slutty dressed girl present.
Yeah,
Because I would be just like ready for it whenever.
yeah. Oh, I just came up with the second one. I didn't even write down. JoJo. Fletcher because remember her and
Mm,
Becca do drag a lot for Halloween and like other various things. That's like kind of that's a
true.
deep cut, but if you've ever if you follow them on Instagram, you know that they do that. So
Yeah. I love that. I
yeah.
would love more JoJo
I
and
guess JoJo and Becca together. That would be pretty great. Like that would be a dynamic duo on Drag Race. I love that.
I'm here for that.
Mhm.
Rue.
Let's go. Okay.
This next one. This next one.
Okay, guys, we're getting we're getting sassy. Most likely to rock a strap-on slash use sex toys.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to hear your answer.
So I obviously went with like, okay, who's using sex toys, who has like, dildos and maybe like a ball gag and like, I feel like everyone has handcuffs, so that doesn't even feel like really that
Yeah,
um
too
like out there anymore.
scandalous. Yeah,
Right. I'm like, who doesn't like to get spanked?
yeah, exactly.
So I obviously went with Kenny. Like he has partnered with like, adult
Yeah,
stores before,
yeah.
and there's no way that like he is not a freak. I feel like him and Mari are both very like
Um,
exhibit what am I trying to say?
expositionists, exhibit.
They like teasing and
Yeah,
like, yeah, I don't know what I'm
yeah.
trying to say.
No, I know.
Yeah,
Voyeurs.
so yeah, like they're into maybe a little public play. So that was my first answer. My second answer was Dr. Joe. I absolutely feel like he is probably on the kinkier side as
Yeah,
well. He's like
yeah.
very quiet, so I can see that.
Yeah, I like both those answers a lot. I miss both of those
I like them
men.
too.
Yeah, Dr. Joe can bring a blindfold over any day with me. Where are you?
Yes.
Where are you, my king?
He's dating someone now, and I'm like, I hate
Oh.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the worst, and they should break up. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Ooh, I guess like a one off the top of my head could be Brayden.
Oh yeah, I could
Mm,
see Brayden being
mm,
very into that.
mm.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
You're Just is like, no, I'm gonna have to. Okay, Jenna, go ahead. Now your turn.
Yeah, you talk now.
You talk now. Oh my god. Okay, this one was kind of hard for me because I just kept thinking about who I wanted to. I mean, kind of like I was just like, oh my god. So just like whatever. But I also was like laughing. I'm like, I think the basic answer, if we were like polling Batch Nation, is that people would be like a vibrator, Katie. Like Katie would,
Oh, I
do
forgot about
it
that.
exactly. Well, because you suppressed that bad memory, yeah. But so like, yeah, sure, I guess, but
Yeah.
I think that's just like basic. Who was I thinking of though? Because then I saw I forgot to actually write down an answer. Because they're all good for me. Jen, to be honest.
Wait,
Um,
Jen. Oh, yeah, Jen,
yeah,
our new bachelor. Yeah,
yeah,
bachelorette.
Jen. I also was thinking like Charlene.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I feel like Cassidy would be absolutely
Oh,
one
so
to put in
good.
there. Yeah.
And then like this is not who I want to like, strap me, but I see it Hannah Brown. I think there's just like this
Oh,
kind of like badassery to her that she could do that, and she would also take control of it. Um, but real answer is Susan from The Golden Bachelor.
wait, Susan.
Kris Jenner.
Wait, which one is she? Oh my
Susan.
gosh, yes. I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
I was like, my throat was like, I'm gonna cough. And then I was like, wait, who is that for real? Wait, yes. Oh, that's so funny. She is hilarious. We need to get her own show
I know.
so we can talk about these things with her. I say we
Exactly.
like we're gonna be involved in the
I know,
show.
but we need to,
Right.
yeah. So Susan, oh yes, and Becca Martinez. Yes, that was another
Oh,
one that I was
for
like, that one I
sure.
feel is pretty real.
That feels real, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like love the idea of like pegging in the straight world. Like it's something that I'm like, oh my goodness, like I love that kind of unexpected. So if really any like bachelor person was involved in that, like it would bring me immense joy,
Mhm.
period, whoever
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
across the board.
Becca Kufrin with Thomas. We got Kaylin. I could see Kaylin
Oh
doing it.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Interesting.
These
You
are
just
these,
never know.
you just never know, and that's good, and I appreciate it.
We'll just keep wishing.
Keep wishing. And we'll round out with sweetness, since we tortured you guys with all that gross talk. To all our straight listeners, which surprisingly I have so many, is who's most likely to be the best ally?
Okay, so I picked Hunter Montgomery.
Oh,
Um, because he's just always been so supportive and so lovely. And I got to meet him last year, which was so fun. He visited New York.
so cute.
And then I also picked Joey. I feel like Joey would be is like a really would be is like I would imagine him to be like a really good ally.
Yeah.
I feel like he's very on like also wait, his dad is gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fully wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, so those are
That
my
just
two
gives,
answers
yeah,
then.
yeah, exactly. No, when I was still thinking I might have to choose men for it, Joey was my answer too. I was like, yeah, he just gives off that ally king,
Yeah.
he would be there for it, and so I love it. Also, I guess like Kelsey's pretty great. She just the other
Yes.
day made a TikTok about like supporting houseless communities, especially during the
Mm.
summer. And I was like, it just seemed really authentic and natural to her to like talk about it. And I was like, oh, I love you. Let's make out. Joey won't mind.
That's fine. I'll distract him.
And there you go, teamwork. For me, it's Kathy. Kathy has come out to be the best and biggest ally from Bachelor Nation, and
The
she did.
Golden Bachelor,
Yeah,
Kathy? Wait,
yes.
really?
Yes. She like recently did a solo podcast episode interviewing some gay person. She made her own personal like reel. Just I don't know, I didn't recognize her. She made like a reel about it and like was
Wow.
like very proud as like we need her son is gay.
Oh
That's
my
how I found that
gosh.
out. And I think it's so funny because I thought from the very first like time we saw her, I thought she was like this crazy conservative lady. She like fits the bill. She looks like a Karen, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. And I thought I had heard that she'd like worked for a conservative school or something, but I think that was either wrong information or she's just made a change in her life and she just seems so like there and supportive and she loves like all the ladies and yeah, I just think Kathy's great and I really hope she should have been the Bachelorette. I'm sorry.
Wow, that is so unhinged. Kathy. She's
Zip
like the one
it.
person that I never would have expected to be the Bachelorette. Like
Yeah.
she was someone that I was like, absolutely, she's not gonna be it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't expecting Joan either, but
Right.
wow, I love that for Kathy. And hello to Kathy's son.
Yes.
Happy
Slay.
Pride. I hope
Happy
you're handsome.
Pride. I love it. Oh, this was so much fun.
I'm like, we did it. We did it. I'm like, yeah, that was amazing. I'm like, damn, we should have had more.
I know, right? Do you have any like things, any other people to the top of your mind that you were like, you for women that you wish, you know?
Wait for like women or
Hmm.
um,
Or
I don't
men?
know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I could list off men that I want to hook up with. But past that, I don't know. And I
Yeah.
really agreed with all of your
Hmm.
choices.
Likewise.
So I'm racking my brain, but I'm just rambling.
Yeah, I think we really, I what I appreciate is that we both really came with like thought out answers. Like we really
Yes.
thought about this.
Yes, I fully like last night was like, okay, I have to like really think about who I want because like what do I say about all these men? Some of who I like actually know.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
like, ooh,
Yeah.
what to say, what to
What to
say.
say, what to say.
Uh,
I think Peter needs to be added to the list somewhere. I think like Peter could either be sex toy or um I don't because I don't see him as a top though. But
Let me just tell you something about Peter Weber. Because like we both live in New York. I see Peter like pretty regularly. I don't usually post about it just because sometimes it's just like we're like out
Mhm.
and sometimes it's just like in passing. So but this is a fun little gay fact. So I work with a lot of Broadway shows. I do like
Mhm.
marketing and staffing on
Mhm.
that side of things. And so I had like set a couple different like Bachelor alums up with like tickets to shows here and there. And Peter and like for some of them who like really like to see shows, I put their names on like a couple different lists with a couple different agencies. And Peter is one of the names that I had like put forward being like, oh like yeah, like I'll put you on a list and if they have like influencer comps, they'll email you. And literally, I fucking kid you not, Peter sees everything on Broadway now because I mean, he has 1 million followers. It's
Right.
like it like
It
way more
works.
than
Yeah.
yeah, it's way more than like a lot of just like regular theater influencers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah, theater. Peter is like a full on like Broadway theater influencer because of me and that's pretty gay. So
I
there's
love that
that.
so much. That is so
Yeah,
cute. I think I just
most
literally saw him post about going to it.
yeah, he sees a lot of shows. We've been at like a couple different like Broadway influencer nights
Yeah.
where I'm just like, "Oh, hi." Um
Hi.
and Kristen Hopkins from Matt James season, she sees a lot of shows with
Yeah.
me and she's run into him a couple times. He literally got invited to like a Tony Award like pre-dinner a couple weeks ago and I was like, "This man."
This
So,
man, I love it. I feel like why is my phone being so funny and not even how do you spell pilot? Pilot.
I'm
Oh,
like,
there he
"What's
is.
wrong?"
No, I feel like I must have blocked him on my personal or something. I don't know what's going. I had to switch it to date card. Yeah, it was like literally 3 days ago. Great night celebrating Broadway with some great people ahead of the Tony Awards at the gig
Yes.
at Really Influence at Rose. I'm so
Yes. And
obsessed.
he took Dustin too, and I was like, Peter,
Yes.
I got you that invite, you monster.
You monster.
But I love Dustin, so it's okay. But yes,
Oh,
so
it's so
so
cute.
bizarre.
He's
But
such
yeah,
a cutie.
Peter loves Broadway. His favorite show is Phantom of the Opera. So
Oh,
that's a little fun little gay fact there.
yeah, good taste. Okay.
So
I love it. Well, I would love to hear in the comments, sound off in the comments of this YouTube video or in our Instagram post about who you would pick for any of these superlatives, and let's keep it nice and fun and do not tag anyone. Do not
oh,
fucking tag a single person or I will come for you.
the
I
worst.
will come for you. Sometimes people will like tag Nick in like my like shady posts. I'm like, why would you do that? Why
Yeah,
would you do that?
literally. It's like let him look at the post from his fake account
Yeah.
and don't tag his real account. He's I fully believe that he does that. I'm sorry, I'll say it.
Oh yeah, I have him hidden from viewing my stories.
Hmm.
But I think he probably has a sock account that can
Yeah, I've never seen him on my page, but yeah.
Thank God. Okay, God bless. Gay miracles. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Make sure you're following Justin at Justin Takes the Batch. Some great commentary coming up for Jen's season and fun
Thank
little
you.
bachelor outings that you do have in New York, which I'm always so excited to see. And you talk about other shows as well. So, anything else you want to tell people to do? Are you? Oh, yeah. So you want them to talk to you about Drag Race and any other shows? I guess if you're one of the other four people who watch The Goat.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I mean I've been watching a lot of very random shows recently, but yeah, I'm liking The Goat. I'm watching Drag Race just because I'm a loyal fan, but this season is actually so garbage. It's just ugh, it's just painful. And then I don't know, I'm obsessed with Traders, so I feel like we all are though. It's such good TV.
Yeah,
And if you're not watching it, like you're literally missing out on like probably like one of the best new reality television shows there is.
so true.
Um,
I'm excited to
when I'm
watch.
watching Perfect Match, which is such a mess, and Harry Jowsey is just such a hot monster. And I
Yeah,
think that's it.
I
But yeah,
love
I'm
it.
just like literally excited for Jen's season, and I'm honestly just kind of excited that we're not getting Paradise.
I know.
Like I'm excited that like I'm thinking they're gonna take a year off, which I think will be really healthy for that iteration of the franchise and for us and like for burnout. Like every year is just too much.
It is. It is. And we have other things to do now. We have Golden Bachelorette, and
Yes.
I think yeah, we needed a year off. So I agree with that,
Yeah.
and I love that. And I'll have you back on. Let's talk. Maybe get you on Jen's season or something.
Yes, please. I'd
Mhm.
love that.
Love it. Love you
Yay.
so much. Thank you all for listening to Date Cart Pod. If you haven't had a moment to rate and review, I understand. Life's really busy, so like I totally get that. But if you have a second to do it right now, that'd be so wonderful. All right, love you. Stay gay.
Bye.